Our first guests are familiar faces, having starred in multiple Hallmark movies between them. They've come together for the first time, though, in a movie that's fun for the whole family. From Christmas with the Darlings, please welcome back Katrina Law, and for the very first time, Carlo Marks. Hi, guys.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us. Now, I know you're joining us from two different places. Katrina, you are on the East Coast, and Carlo, you are in Canada right now. And
That's
in
right.
this film, you play co-workers who end up in charge of 3 orphans for the holidays. And you're determined to give these little guys the best Christmas they've ever had. So, Carlo, let's start with you. First, tell us about Max and his connection to these adorable kids.
Well, Max is, he's got a bit of a Peter Pan complex. He's the third brother out of these 3 brothers who run this big corporation. But his middle brother sadly passed away, leaving behind these 3 children. So his 2 nieces and his nephew. And Max has always wanted to be more involved in their lives. But his lifestyle hasn't really allowed for it. But now this Christmas, the opportunity arises, and he's very excited to take it.
Yeah, and it's sort of some interesting thing, kind of keep him in town, keep him focused on this. And we understand that Max has some extra incentive to stick around because of the girl he's had a crush on like forever. Katrina, tell us about Jessica. Yeah, that's you. You know who I'm talking about.
He's got a crush. I play Jessica Liu. I am the EA, executive assistant to Charles Darlington, who happens to be Max Carlo's older brother and also the CEO of the company. And I find out after putting in my 2-week notice, because I'm about to leave the company in that capacity and go work for them as an attorney, that their 2 nieces and nephew who have been orphaned and staying with a relative in Australia are now coming to stay in the United States. But then I find out that Max or Charles, the older brother, is about to ship them off to boarding school because there's nobody to watch them over the holidays. And to Jessica, this sounds terrible. So she basically volunteers her 2-week vacation to watch these children during the holidays because she thinks that every child deserves a good holiday. And to her surprise, Max volunteers to watch the children with her, and then shenanigans ensue.
Oh, and perhaps
really fun.
some love.
Perhaps.
It's such a sweet movie. This is really, it's such a feel-good movie. And we have a clip where Jessica and Max go head-to-head. Well, in the age-old debate, like we do, Cameron and I have also had this discussion. Do raisins belong in Christmas cookies? Take a look.
Smells good.
What's all this?
Christmas cookies!
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
And everything is perfectly under control.
I have no doubt, Mrs. Brooks.
What if Mrs. Brooks wasn't here?
I would have so much doubt.
Are you gonna join us?
Of course. Where are the raisins?
What? Raisins? You can't have raisins in Christmas cookies.
Of course you can.
No, it's either shortbread or sugar.
I like shortbread. I like sugar.
See?
I like oatmeal raisin.
No. No oatmeal raisin. I can't believe I'm explaining to you the rules of Christmas cookies.
The only rule is that they have to be shaped into something Christmassy, like a Santa or a star.
No, that is 100% not true.
It's 100% true if I say it is.
Oh, this is the thing that you're gonna rebel against?
We all have our chosen battlefields.
I'm with you, Carlo. No raisins.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I need somebody on my side.
You know what, Katrina? I'm going to be on your side.
Okay,
I'm with
thank
you 1,000%. And you're right. As long as they're shaped like as a snowman or Santa, it doesn't really matter, does it?
I mean, that helps. That helps a little bit.
It helps.
Yeah.
So in that scene, we saw how cute it was with the kids and how much fun you guys had. I know, Katrina, you said you had such a wonderful time with them, didn't you?
Yeah, working with children, this was my first experience doing that. And to be honest, it was so much fun because right at around the 11th or 12th hour on set, when everybody's starting to wane and you're getting tired and the coffee is wearing off, their energy is exactly what you need to get through. And they were so lovely and just were amazing performers. And they were really good with tossing the flour and covering Carlo completely over and over again, which was fun for me to watch.
Carlo, what do you remember about working with the kids?
Well, and seeing that clip, I remember when one of my nieces just pelted me with about a fistful of flour in the ear. They were only asking for a little bit, but she took liberties. But, yeah, same with Katrina. It was lovely working with them, and the more time you spend around them, you kind of become infused with their spirit. And there was this one scene where we had a big snowball fight, and I think we all kind of forgot that the cameras were rolling at that point. We were just trying to have as much fun and hit as many people as we could with snowball.
Those are the best moments when making any project, right? As an actor, is when you really truly forget.
I mean, honestly, that's
what
work.
you're doing. Exactly right.
You went to work and had a snowball fight.
Exactly.
You can't
It's
get much
tough out
better than
there.
that.
It's tough out there. All right. Well, while working together for the first time, you guys discovered that you have something in common regarding the children in your own lives, in your real lives. Katrina, your daughter Kinley is almost 2, and Carlo, you have 2 young nieces.
Oh.
So let's talk about Christmas. What Christmas fun do you have planned for your own darlings? Katrina, we'll start with you. Go ahead.
Well, we're going to get into baking this year. She's finally gotten to the point where she loves being in the kitchen and she's kind of mimicking what we do. And now every time I start to cook something, she goes, "Mommy, let me help, let me help, let me help." So I'm going to take a risk and give her the flour.
Yes.
Oh,
Got it.
those are the best memories. Really, Katrina, mine just turned 6, and I swear it goes so fast. And everybody tells you that, but you're going to blink and she's going to be 6. So let her help as much as possible.
I will take your advice.
You'll be crying like me every single day that she's growing up so quickly. And Carlo, there's such a sweet scene in the movie where you're reading to your nieces and you say that this is something that you love to do with your real life nieces, Indy and Elle, as well.
Yeah, I'm lucky to have those 2. The older one, especially Elle, she's wise beyond her years, so she's a big reader. So whenever I'm visiting her, I have to spend, at least a couple hours every day reading. She's already gone through 3 of the Harry Potter books, I think, and she's only 5 years old.
Oh, look at that.
Well, because Christmas with the Darlings is so much about sharing holiday joy with kids, we wanted to give you a little something to help you share that joy. Obviously, with Kinley, with Indy, with Elle, these are some holiday books that are on their way to you, to both you guys. So hopefully it'll help spread the joy of Christmas. All right.
Love those.
And the other copies are going to come home with
Yes,
you.
and then these books go home with Debbie. And my kids are too old.
old.
Hey guys, thanks so much. Congratulations on this really fun film. Thanks for taking the time to join us today.
Yeah,
good to see you
thank
both.
Guys.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Christmas with the Darlings premieres Sunday, November 8th at 8 p.m. 7 Central, right here on Hallmark Channel.